name is Joyce Fields. I'm 81 years old, and I do lives, YouTube lives now, Monday through Friday, a 90-minute live at 4 a.m. Pacific time. I am a TikTok live veteran. I have done over 500 TikTok lives. Good morning, Aurora. I've done over 500 TikTok lives. I did my last TikTok live on Friday, August 29th this year. And hey, Charles, that was Friday. And so the universe really worked it out. And I did my very first YouTube live the following Monday, September 1st, 2025. And so I'm relatively new at doing these YouTube lives. A whole lot more trolls on YouTube, and I understand that YouTube is the biggest platform. But be that as it may, I've done a whole lot of lives. I love doing them because it gives me an opportunity to share the advice that I have lived in these 81 years. And I've been using this advice since I was about 10 years old, and I know that it works. It works for me, and I have been given a gift from God or the universe or whatever you want to call it that allows me to communicate philosophies, concepts, ideas, all of that kind of stuff from my mind to y'all's mind. And you'll see it, then you'll believe it. So I get a lot of people on here on my lives that kind of have an attitude of, yeah, you got to see it to believe it, but yeah, you will. Now, I share 4 pillars of advice. Pillar number 1 is develop and maintain a positive attitude. Pillar number 2, and I tell you how you do that. So I don't just tell you these things, but I tell you how you do it. Then pillar number 2 is increase your level of patience. If you are 10 years old or older, I tell you exactly how you increase your level of patience. But I always start with the toddlers. If you're raising toddlers, you will want to hear how easy it is to teach them patience. Now, in my life, no religious stuff, no politics. So no Bible stuff, no Jesus stuff is allowed or tolerated in my lives, and no politics stuff. I cannot answer questions because I have 90 minutes to share the 4 pillars that I have to share with y'all, the advice that I have to share. I live a virtually stress-free life, and I'm going to share with y'all how it is done. If I can do it, you can do it. And I have been given the gift of being able to communicate the way that I do it to y'all. So I have a lot of, now I told y'all that I'm a TikTok veteran, but I still am on TikTok. I post to TikTok just about every day, and I have 53,000 followers on TikTok. I don't do my lives on TikTok anymore because TikTok, I think, was just too restrictive. They were just, you can't say this, you can't say that, and all kinds of stuff. And so I left TikTok, but I still am active on TikTok. Like I said, I post at least once. I post just about every day. And my username on TikTok is JJ, the letter J, Fields, Fields, and the number 7, excuse me. So now I'm doing these YouTube lives now, and when I do these 4 pillars, and by the way, they're called pillars because I used to call them pieces of advice. But my man, his name is Pap. It's spelled P-A-P. His real name is Fred. We have been together for 68 years. You heard that correctly. We have been together for 68 years. And he says, these are pillars. They're not pieces of advice. These are pillars. A pillar is a strong, sturdy structure on which you can build a foundation for your life. So we have been together for 68 years since we were both 13 years old. We just celebrated our 58th wedding anniversary on June 3rd. So since we were 13, so we've been together. He just turned 82 in September, and I turned 81. Oh my goodness. I am so happy, y'all, to be 81 years old, okay? So now, these pillars, Pap calls them pillars. I'm gonna show you two pictures. I'm gonna show you two pictures. Okay, this first one is 1969, and we were 25 years old. 25 years old. Pap and Joyce, 1969, 25 years old. Thank you. This one is last year. We were both 80 years old. This is our 57th wedding anniversary on June 3rd. Okay, we were both 80 years old. All right, this is what I like to do. Yeah, 81 years wiser as well, okay? Yeah, so at the top is Pap and Joyce, 1969, 25 years old. And at the bottom is Pap and Joyce, 2024, 80 years old, or 80 years wiser, or 80 years young, okay? So it blows my mind too, y'all. I don't take it for granted. It blows my mind. Like I said, y'all, I tell y'all every live that I do. Thank you. It just absolutely blows my mind. Sometimes I look at Pap and I say, I've been with this man over half of my life. Okay, so yeah, no regrets. I wrote a book about it. The best way to keep a man is to let him go, among other things. The link is in my profile, goodshortbooks.com. I'm also an author. And so I'm going to just show you the cover of this book. The best way to keep a man is to let him go, among other things. It's in this book. It's 64 pages, which includes 22 pages of my own recipes. And Pap says that he lives in a 5-star restaurant. And he also says that I am an incredible cook. So now, this book tells you, page 2. All right, I'm going to tell you what's on page 2. Here's what's page 2. I know you can't read it, but you know this is live, so you know. This says, take heed. Oh, good. Take heed. Okay, I got to do a screenshot of that. Hold on, y'all. I'm doing it. All right, now, take heed. Based on my 50-plus years of observation, it's 60-plus years of observation now, I would say that 80% of the success of a relationship rests on the shoulders of the woman. This book explains why. The best way to keep a man is to let him go, among other things. And I was asking in an earlier live, I've done over 500 TikTok lives, and I've just started doing YouTube lives on September 1st. And I was asking one of my TikTok lives if this book is suitable for same-sex relationships, and it most certainly is. If I had to retitle it, which I'm not, I would retitle it, The Best Way to Keep a Relationship Healthy is to Let the Other Person Go. So it applies to all of this, okay? Now, men are buying this book as well. A man by the name of Rasul Griffin, he calls it a masterpiece. So, Somebody said children are so bad nowadays. It's not children's fault. It's the adults' fault. It's the people who are raising them. It's not the kids. It's not their fault. This book, I got another book about parenting. So that one is Mother's Dozen, an easy recipe for raising great kids. I got all kinds of stuff to help people to undifficult their lives. That's the title of my lives. Every live that I do, the title is Undifficult Your Life. And a lot of y'all are making choices and decisions that are making y'all's lives a lot more stressful and a lot more all kinds of ugliness than they need to be. It's just that simple. So now people make statements like, the children are bad. You don't even understand. If you can say don't say the children are bad. The children are not being raised in a healthy way. It's not their fault. So now, where was I at? I'm rewinding, y'all. You can probably see the wheels turning. I'm rewinding to where I was. The 4 pillars. Let's see, I told you develop and maintain. Pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. And I tell you how you do that. Pillar number 2, I did say these things. I'm going to repeat it though. Pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. If you are 10 years old or older, I tell you exactly how you increase your own level of patience. But I always start with the toddlers. So if you're raising toddlers, you will want to hear how easy it is to teach them patience. Pillar number 3 is stay calm. Stay calm. There is tremendous power in your ability to stay calm. You start losing your power when you become angry, and you can see it. And I'll go into that in detail when I get to pillar number 3. Also, when I get to pillar number 3, I do what I call helpful hand visuals throughout the pillars that I share. And I call them helpful hand visuals because in one of my TikTok lives earlier this year, one of my viewers, her name is Jessie Knott, she said, quote, "These visuals are so helpful," unquote. And she was talking about the gestures that I do with my hands in combination with the words that are coming out of my mouth. Okay? And I have been given the gift to be able to communicate from my mind to y'all's mind through the helpful hand visuals and the words that are coming out of my mouth. Now, I do helpful hand visuals throughout the pillars, so I do at least one in pillar number 1. I know I do more than one. So, but at any rate, you'll see it. When you see it, then you'll believe it for yourself. And like I say, these helpful hand visuals come from Spirit. I don't make them up. Spirit tells me what to do with these helpful hand visuals. So when I get to pillar number 3, stay calm, that helpful hand visual that I do, and I do 2 in pillar number 3. And when I did it the first time in one of my lives this year, one of my TikTok lives this year, it blew a lot of my viewers' minds, and it will blow a lot of y'all's minds too. And I did it for Pap, and it blew his mind. And so when I do it, it's going to blow a lot of y'all's minds as well. Then that was pillar number 3, stay calm. Pillar number 4 is remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, anxiety, panic, anger, frustration, all of that. So I'll tell you what those 4 words are when I get to that 4th pillar. Okay. So now a word to the trolls on my live. Nothing that you can put in, that you can say in your comment is going to upset me or make me cry or sadden me. Nothing that you can say in your comment will do anything to me. As a troll, that's a new word on me. I'm 81 years old. So that's y'all's word. So trolls have a very pitiful existence. They live a very pathetic life because you must have a pathetic life in order for you to take pleasure or to have fun in trying to be cruel to somebody or trying to insult somebody. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I have had trolls apologize to me on my live, okay? But neither that, be that as it may, I don't care. But I'm telling you right now, it doesn't bother me. When you put those kinds of comments in, I have moderators that will take care of that stuff. So it doesn't bother me. It's a very, don't you think that it's a very sad existence that you want to be cruel to somebody, that you want to insult somebody? God or the universe or whatever you call your higher power sees what you're doing. You will pay, or somebody that you care about will pay. You see? No, they're not bothering me. Don't mistake my passion for anger. I don't get angry. You understand? So the comments are not bothering me at all. I just feel sorry for people that feel the need to do that. That's a very sad way to live your life, trying to be cruel to anybody, trying to insult anybody. So there's enough of that. Okay, so now, no religion, no, don't put Bible stuff or Jesus stuff in the comments. So if you do, they're just going to be removed. And then you will be either, my moderators will do whatever they feel is necessary with you. Okay, you can be removed, but I hope that you will stop and think before you start putting any of these comments in about Jesus or the Bible or politics or anything, and sit there and listen to the advice that I share. The advice that I share will help you to undifficult your life. Now, I do not answer questions because I devote the 90 minutes of my lives to the advice that I share, the pillars, the 4 pillars. I do not answer questions, y'all, so don't bother putting in a question. I share advice. The only people that I want on my lives are people who want to listen to the advice that I share. Now, I do not see the comments. I look up here. I'm looking above the comments. I see them in my peripheral vision as they come rolling in, but I don't read them. Now, once in a while, I will come down, lower my eyes. I want the 4 words from the 4th pillar. Okay, well, I'll get there. So stop being impatient. That's one of the pillars too, okay? Increase your level of patience. So that's what you can do. That person that said that, you can increase your level of patience. Okay, so I'm looking down at the comments now, but now I'm looking back up. I don't see any more of the comments coming in. So you can ask me questions, but I'm not going to answer questions. But if it relates to the advice that I share, I may do it. But at any rate, that's enough. Okay. And my moderators will delete comments that are like 3 lines or more, okay? They call them paragraphs because I don't read them. But like I said, occasionally I look down and I do read some. Okay, so now, no, I'm not being rude at all. There's not a rude bone in my body. I am just for real, honey, okay? So there. Okay. So now, that's pillar number, I already went through the 4 pillars. Pillar number 4 is remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, anxiety, panic, all of that stuff. And I'll tell you what those 4 words are when I get to the 4th pillar. Now, pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. I'm going to repeat it. Develop and maintain a positive attitude. Okay? There are only 2 attitudes that you can have. Only 2. A negative attitude or a positive attitude. Some people try to say there's a third one, like a neutral. No, no such thing. A negative attitude or a positive attitude. That's it. If you don't choose to have a positive attitude, and a positive attitude is a choice that you make. It's a deliberate choice that you have to make. It's an on-purpose choice that you have to make. Hey, Honda, it's an intentional choice that you have to make. You do not choose to have a negative attitude. If you don't choose to have a positive attitude, you almost certainly will have a negative attitude. It's like it's a default, y'all. That is what I have observed, and that's what I'm always looking. Open your eyes, y'all. Y'all will start observing things too. Open your eyes. Look at it for what it is, not for what you want it to be. And work on what you want it to be. Work towards doing that. But there's only two attitudes, a negative attitude or a positive attitude. And you must choose to have a positive attitude. If you don't, you will almost automatically have a negative attitude, or you'll lean towards the negative. That's why I say there's only two, a positive or negative. That's it. So, when you choose to have a positive attitude, all kinds of wonderful things happen to you, for you, and through you. All kinds of things, positive things. The way that you develop and maintain a positive attitude is you write a program. And the way that you write a program is you say it out loud. And here is what you say. This is the program that you write. It's very simple. The title of my lives is Undifficult Your Life. Okay? So here's the program. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. I'm going to repeat that. Share the live, y'all. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. And set your feet on the path to do just that. I'm going to give you a lot of tips on how you do just that. So now, that is what you say. You write your program and you say it out loud. There are a lot of people, thank you, a lot of people who tell you to say it only in your mind, but Joyce Fields is telling you to say it out loud. When you say it only in your mind, that's just one element. One. That's it. When you say it out loud, you're using three elements. When you say it out loud, when you say your programs out loud, you speak it out of your mouth, you hear it with your ears, and it gets plastered into your psyche. That's for real. I know it. I live it every single day. Okay? So this is what you say. This is the program that you write, and this is what you say. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. Tell other people in your life. Don't throw it up to me that I had a negative attitude yesterday or last week or last year, or whatever, okay? Don't throw it up to you that you had. That is what you used to have, okay? The program that you write is saying, from now on, that means from this point forward. Share the live, y'all. I just shared it too. Okay. I just shared it as well. So now I'm asking, and I thank y'all for sharing it, and I thank y'all for the subscriptions and the likes, everything. I appreciate all of it. So that's what you say. From now on, I'm going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. So, hey, Kyle. Like I told you, you can tell everybody in your life that not to throw it up in your face. And if they do, then that doesn't mean anything to you anyway, because from now on, it means from this point forward. You can decide to have a positive attitude at any minute in your life. It's just that simple. The title of my lives is Undifficult Your Life. You see? Undifficult your life. Like I told y'all, it's real simple. You have to deliberately choose to have a positive attitude. You have to, on purpose, choose to have a positive attitude. And that is the way you do it. You write a program. Now, I'm going to give you a lot of information. First, I'm going to show you what a negative attitude looks like. You heard that correctly. I'm going to show you what a negative attitude looks like. You've probably never seen that before, okay? So now, share the live. I would love to have a whole lot more people hear the advice that I'm sharing with y'all. I love doing this, y'all. I'm just sitting here relaxing in my lazy boy rocker recliner with my rosemary tea mixed with nettle tea sitting in front of me, and I'm loving doing these lives because the advice that I share, I live it. I tell Pap all the time, I live a virtually stress-free life. And the advice that I share will help y'all to do the same thing, okay? So now, I'm going to show you what a negative attitude looks like. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Share the live, y'all. It opens up possibility I'll be able to share this with a lot more people. Okay, so now here's what a negative attitude looks like, y'all. These are the kind of people that say, woe is me, my life sucks. I can't stand this, I can't stand that. Complain, complain, complain. Come on, y'all, share the live. The more the merrier. My whole goal is to make this world a better place. And when I say these things, if y'all will implement them into your life, the world will be a better place. And I'm going to go through more of that. So now, what my hands are doing, this helpful hand visual, these are positive, this symbolizes positive elements flying through the universe. They are constantly flying through the universe, y'all, at all times. But they always, you hear me? They always fly over the heads of people who have a negative attitude. That's it, y'all. That's what these are. Positive elements flying over the heads of people who have a negative attitude. When you write that program, when you say those words out loud, and these are the words you say, from now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. Here is what happens, y'all. Because when you write that program, you raise your frequency. You raise your vibration, y'all. Watch this. On the count of 3, I'm going to show you what happens when you say those words out loud. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You see that? You raise your vibration, you raise your frequency. What was flying over your head is now making contact with your psyche. You see? Now, that was a helpful hand visual. Did I communicate that to the point where y'all understood? Was I effective in communicating it from my mind to y'all's minds? Come on, give me some responses, y'all. YouTube says I have 72 people on here. Okay, good. Thank you. Thanks, Tanjeezy. Anybody else? Did I come? Okay, very effective. Wonderful. I understand. Good. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks, Tanjeezy. Aurora, everybody. Thank y'all. Okay. Yes. You see? A lot of good things are flying over your head when you have a negative attitude. That's for real. I'm going to read y'all a list of words that will help you to identify people in your life who probably have a negative attitude. And it might be you. But like I said, you can change that any minute in your life if you choose to do so. Okay? So now, here are the words. I'm also going to read you a list of words that will guide you on your path to developing and maintaining a positive attitude. But here are the words that will help you to identify people in your life who probably have a negative attitude. And okay, listen to this. I'm sure that this will lift your spirits. So everybody that has down in the spirits or whatever, the advice that I share, you're very easy to do it. So here are the words that will help you to identify people in your life who probably have a negative attitude. It might be you. Anger, envy, sorrow, share the live, y'all, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment and holding grudges, inferiority, thanks for the subscriptions, lies and dishonesty, false pride, superiority, and the last word is ego. Back up to the top. The very first word is anger. Do you know people who are angry? People who are full of anger? Are you the one who is angry, who's full of anger? That is negative. How about resentment and holding grudges? Are you full of resentment? Are you holding grudges? Do you know people who are full of resentment? People who hold grudges? That is negative too. I'm going to come back to that one. I'm going to lies and dishonesty. Do you know people who who lie, who are dishonest? Are you the one who is a liar? Are you the one who is dishonest? That is negative too. Now back up to resentment and holding grudges. That's a real big one. If you are full of resentment and if you hold grudges against other people or hold on to unforgiveness, you are living in the past. You hear me? You are living in the past. Come on, y'all, share the live. I would love to be able, YouTube says I got 69 people on here. No, it was 71. So, but I'll share the advice if I got 2 people on here, just my moderators, okay? So I want to be able to share this advice with a whole lot more people, okay? So you must, if, let's say, okay, I was right. All right, now I know where I was. If you are holding on to resentment or holding grudges, you are living in the past. You are holding on to something that happened, past tense. You see? There is nothing that they can do about it to change it. And there is nothing that you can do about it to change it. It happened. You must forgive them. Oh, thank you. You must forgive them. And it doesn't matter who it was or what they did. You must forgive them. You know why? Because you are the one that is being damaged. You see? When you hold on to unforgiveness, when you hold on to resentment, when you hold grudges against other people, that's what I call the uglies. So all of those words that I read you, regret, greed, false pride, superior, all of those words are what I call the uglies, as well as anger, resentment, holding grudges, lying, and dishonesty. Those are the ones that I highlight. So when you hold on to the uglies they only damage the person who holds on to them. And if you want to think about that, it makes sense. You're holding on to this. It's taking a toll on you. The uglies can put you into bad health if you're not already there. The uglies can do that to you. So the resentment, the holding grudges, the unforgiveness, you got to let it go. It's not hard. If you say it is, then it will be. You have to understand that you and you alone write the programs for your behavior. You write the programs for your behavior. If you think it's hard, then it's going to be hard. If you say words to the effect that this can be difficult, but I will prevail. This can be challenging, but I am up to the challenge. You have to say words to kick yourself into gear, you know? You have to, don't down yourself. Don't talk about how hard something is going to be. So you must forgive. If you are holding on to unforgiveness, resentment, or holding grudges, you must forgive. And like I said, it doesn't matter who it is or what they did. You must forgive them. And you forgive for you. Because when you hold on to that stuff, the uglies, you create what I call an invisible internal burden on your spirit, on your soul, on your cells, on your blood, on your organs, on your entire being. Look around you at people that you know hold on to unforgiveness, hold on to resentment, hold grudges against other people, and it might be you. Look around you. In a lot of cases, not all, but a lot of cases, they're on medication for some kind of illnesses. Those kinds of illnesses, certain kinds of illnesses, can be caused by holding grudges, holding resentment, holding unforgiveness. So it can put you in bad health. It can cause you to not age gracefully. You will look older than you are. Okay? That is what holding on to unforgiveness, holding on to resentment, and holding grudges against other people can do to you, the holder of the uglies. Think about it. It doesn't make any sense. It's not doing any harm to the people that you're holding the grudges or the resentment or the unforgiveness, holding it against. You see? So you're only hurting yourself. You must forgive them. People will tell you to forgive and forget. Hell no. You don't ever forget. No. No kind of way. You don't ever forget. You must forgive, though. But you don't forget. You keep it on the back burner on the stove. That way it will never happen to you again. You don't forget, but you must forgive. It doesn't matter who it was or what they did. You forgive in order for yourself to be living a more peaceful, a happier, calmer life. That's it. So now, I tell y'all this to say that. I tell y'all that to say this. I'm 81 years old. When I was a kid, there was no such thing as a text message or email or a video call. No such thing. The technology did not exist. Today, you can forgive by text message, email, whatever. Use the technology. You can forgive that way. But now, if you don't ever want to have anything else to do with them, you can forgive by saying it out loud to the universe. Yes, you can. And I'm going to give you 4 testimonials of what has happened on some of my lives before. Okay, so now, the universe or God or whatever you call your higher power, you're very welcome, was there when the mess happened to you. It was there. Whatever you call your higher power, it was there when the mess happened. It knows. You can say it out loud. Assalamu alaikum. So you can say it out loud. Tell the universe that you forgive the person or whomever, okay? So now I'm saying this, I say this in every live. Do you know and understand that God or the universe or whatever you call your higher power sees everything you do, hears everything you say, and reads your thoughts. Yes. Now, I ask this every live that I do. I ask this question. My having asked y'all that question, will that cause any of you to rethink what you do, say, and think, knowing that the higher power, or whatever you call it, sees what you do, hears what you say, and reads your thoughts? It amazes me how many yeses I get. So, all right, so, okay, yes, thank you, thank you. Now, here's another thing that I want to tell y'all. Don't care about what other people think. You understand? So that's another part of what's wrong with the people in what's wrong with people in this world. They care about what other people think. It doesn't matter what other people think. As long as you and your higher power are in one accord, it doesn't matter. So don't be concerned about what other people think. I just had a comment there about my earrings are ugly. I don't care what that person says or what they think. You see? So don't be concerned about what another person thinks. Nobody's going to be in that grave with you or in that urn if you get cremated. Nobody but you. So don't give a flying fig. I cuss like a sailor, y'all. Huh? I love to cuss, but I don't cuss on my lives. So don't even care about what other people say. And to be honest, you shouldn't even say anything about anything that anybody's doing. It's not your business. That's another part of what's wrong with the world. People are in other people's business. So if it doesn't concern you, leave it alone. So now, I got a lot of yeses. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I got a lot of yeses. So a lot of y'all are going to be thinking about what the higher power is doing, watching you, listening to you, reading your mind. Yeah, okay, that's wonderful. So now here is what you say out loud to the universe or whatever you call your higher power. Oh, thank you. All right, now here's what you say out loud. Universe, I forgive so-and-so for doing such and such to me. I'm going to repeat it. Universe, I forgive so-and-so for doing such and such to me. That's all you have to do. Use your hand the way I use mine. That symbolizes your touching spirit or your touching the universe. That's what it symbolizes. Now, I am going to share with y'all 4 testimonials. 4 testimonials of people who have responded to the forgiving out loud, saying it to the universe. There's only the 4. Now, testimonial number 1 was a young lady who said, I forgave my dad that way. And I immediately burst into tears. Thank you. The second testimonial is a young lady who said, I forgave myself that way. And I immediately burst into tears. You can forgive yourself too, because the universe saw what you did or heard what you said. So you can ask the universe to forgive you. So the third testimonial, I've got 4 of them. The third one was a young man who said, I forgave and I felt my spirit shift. You see, share the live, y'all. I appreciate everybody who's sharing it, who's liking, and who's subscribing. I appreciate all of those very much, y'all. So The third was a young man. He said he forgave and he felt his spirit shift. Now, the reason why the two young ladies immediately burst into tears and the reason why the young man felt his spirit shift is because, like I said earlier, when you hold on to unforgiveness, when you hold on to resentment and hold grudges against other people, it creates an internal, invisible burden on your soul, on your spirit, on your cells, on your blood, on your entire on your organs, everything about you gets impacted by the fact that you're holding on to all this ugliness. You must forgive them. And when you forgive, I still got the fourth testimonial. When you forgive, the Shelster calls it a pressure release valve. When you forgive, it goes psst. You see? That's what happens. That's why the two young ladies immediately burst into tears because the pressure was released. And that's why the young man, oh, thank you, you're very welcome. That's why the young man felt his spirit shift. Okay? So now the fourth testimonial is a lady by the name of Patricia. Come on, y'all, share the live. YouTube says I have 58 people on here. And if y'all would share it, it would open up the possibility that I'll be able to share this advice with a whole lot more people. So share the live, y'all. I appreciate it very much. That's all I ask y'all to do is share it to help me get this advice out to the world. That's all I'm trying to do. So now, that is the way you forgive. Now, Patricia, I was telling y'all about Patricia. She was watching my lives. This was this year, earlier in the year. And I always talk about forgiveness, always. And she had been holding a grudge against her mother for, get this, y'all, over 40 years. Over 40 years, she was holding a grudge against her mother. She'd been watching my lives, and I always talk about forgiveness. She forgave her mother. That's like 40 years worth of Mother's Days that you can't spend with your mama because you're holding a grudge against her. So she forgave her mother. Yeah, it is. It's a long time. She forgave her mother, and she came up as a guest on one of my TikTok lives. I've done over 500 TikTok lives, y'all. She came up as a guest, and it's on my TikTok page. My username on TikTok, I'm still on TikTok, is JJ Fields, the letter J Fields, Fields, and the number 7. That's what my username is on TikTok. And I posted the guest spot that she did. And she came up as a guest and she described how she forgave her mother, and they spent this past Mother's Day together. And she described what a good time they had together. And, oh, yeah, that's good. Thank you, Tanjeezy. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's my username on TikTok. So she shared with us how much fun they had together. And it really warmed my heart. I didn't boo-hoo, but I got so full knowing that the advice that I shared did that for her and her mother. So that really did a number on me. That was good. So you forgive. People change. You then be a person that you can respect and admire. You know, they may have turned into that after over 40 years. Okay. So you must forgive people. Now, did I explain that sufficiently? Come on. Did I change anybody's mind? Come on, y'all. Give me some responses. Come on. Thank you. Come on. Come on. Oh, good. Thanks, Tanjeezy. Any more people? Come on. Wonderful. Great. Y'all. I don't know. Okay. Going to get that screenshot. Okay. Now. So good. I changed some people's minds. That's wonderful. The advice that I share, that's what changed it. Yeah, good. So now, those are the 4 testimonials. You must forgive. You forgive for yourself. You don't forgive for them. What you are holding on to is not doing any damage to them. It's damaging you. It can put you into bad health. It can put you on medication and all that stuff. So don't do it. Now, I read you the list of words that will help you to identify people in your life who probably have a negative attitude. Now I'm going to read you a list of words that will help you, that will guide you on your path to developing and maintaining a positive attitude. Here are the words. The first word is joy. I love that. It's the first 3 letters of my name. Joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness. We can all do a lot of that, being kind. Trolls, especially, okay? Empathy, generosity, truth and honesty, compassion. And the last word is faith. Faith, okay? Incorporate those characteristics in your personality, in the way you behave, and you will be much better off. Now, develop and maintain a positive attitude. A positive attitude, I'm doing another helpful hand visual, y'all. Positive attitude is like, imagine a plug this big, as big as the universe. You know, it's just huge. That's what a positive attitude is. You're holding this plug in your hand. That's your positive attitude. And you plug it into your spirit. You plug it into your soul. And I love saying this every live that I do. It electrifies you, y'all. It electrifies you. It kicks you into gear. It makes you become a more vibrant part of your own life, of your own living. For real, y'all. Take my word for it. I'm not lying to you. I would not lie to you. So, develop and maintain a positive attitude. Nobody can have a positive attitude 100% of the time, and nobody can have a negative attitude 100% of the time. You see? Nobody can do that. Nobody can have 100% positive attitude. Nobody can have 100% negative attitude. Therefore, you live your life by a ratio. ratio. You live your life by a ratio. Now, I ask this question every live that I do, and I'm adjusting my phone. I only want responses that state no. Okay, so now, here is the question. Do you know that you live your life by a ratio? ratio. And I'm going to explain exactly what a ratio is and how you use it and all of that. But I only want responses that say no. Now, YouTube says that I now have 48 people on here. Okay, so good. Thanks to Sophia. Come on, give me some more responses. Sophia said no. I only want responses that say no. People who have been on my live before know what the ratio is and how they can use it. Good, thank you. Come on, y'all, share the live. I only have 44 people on here, but I'll share my advice with, I don't care how many I have, but I sure would like for it to be a whole lot more. Come on, y'all. Share the live and then get some responses over here. Y'all are very slow. Come on with y'all's responses. Come on, give me some more responses, y'all. Okay, yeah, thank you, Yoda. Thank you very much. Okay, come on, y'all. And share this live. Please share it. I want to be able to share it with a whole lot more people. Okay, so now what a ratio is. It is a very simple tool that will definitely, I said, it will definitely help you to better control your life. I'm going to repeat that. A ratio, RATIO, is a very simple tool that will definitely, I didn't say maybe or might or I said it will definitely help you to better control your life. Your ratio, you set it. You are the only one that controls it. You are the only one that adjusts it. If you set it too high, you can lower it. If you set it too low, you can raise it. Now, I'm going to explain this by telling y'all what my ratio is. Don't forget now, nobody can be 100% positive and nobody can be 100% negative. Therefore, you live your life by a ratio. My ratio is 80-20. I don't own it. Anybody can use 80-20, but I'm going to explain what a ratio is, how it's put into play. My ratio is 80-20. A lot of people on my lives that have chosen 75-25 or 60-40 or whatever. Doesn't matter what you choose because it can adjust. You can adjust it. 80-20 is mine. That means that 80% of the time I am very happy being in the positive attitude mode. And 20% of the time I am okay. I didn't say happy. You notice that. I am okay with being in the negative attitude mode. Okay, now back over to the positive attitude mode. Okay, you'll work on it. 80-20. That means that 80% of the time I honor the programs that I write. 80% of the time I do what is fair, what is honest, what is just, what is kind, what is considerate. All of those things. That's what I do 80% of the time. Now over to the 20% negative side. 20% of the time, I can be in the negative attitude mode. But that negative attitude mode can never, ever include three things. Thing number one, it can never include physical abuse. You cannot hit people. You cannot throw things. Thing number two, you can never be verbally abusive to anybody. You cannot, cuss anybody out. You cannot insult anybody. And then thing number three, thanks to my one of my viewers, her username is Midnight, she asked me to include tone of voice. And it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. So you cannot include ugliness when you speak to somebody. So as long as you avoid those three things, you're okay being in your negative attitude mode. Okay? So now somebody is saying the golden rule. Yeah, the golden rule states, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And I talk about the golden rule in my lives as well, because I don't do anything to anybody that I would not want done to me. Neither should you. I don't say anything to anybody that I would not want said to me. Neither should you. It's just that simple. Live your life by the golden rule, and I'll repeat it. The golden rule states, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Don't do anything to anybody else that you wouldn't want done to you. Don't say anything to anybody else that you wouldn't want said to you. It's just that simple, okay? So, ratio, I told you about the ratio. So you can y'all use that ratio? Come on, give me some responses. TikTok, I'm not saying, YouTube says that I have 69 people on here. Okay, thank you, Gen X. Come on, give me some more responses, y'all. YouTube says I got 68 people on here now. Come on, can you use that? Yeah, thank you, Luna. Use your ratio. Put your ratio into effect. Okay? Okay. You're going to be working on it, I would assume, that girl. Thank you for the response. Thank you, Mimi. Hey, Yoda. Thank you. All right, good deal. Now I'm going to show y'all how you can write a program to change any behavior that you have. I'm going to use a false behavior. I don't have this behavior, but I use it as an example to show y'all how you write a program. So you can take this behavior that I'm going to show y'all, and you can place it on any behavior that you have that you want to change. You see? You can change your own behavior. You cannot change other people's behaviors, okay? You can't do that. And the world would be a lot better place if all of us would be working on improving our own self, you know? So stop trying to improve other people. Work on you. And as a matter of fact, when you're trying to improve somebody else, they're probably, if they don't say anything, they're looking at you saying, you need to be working on your own ass. You see? Yeah, ass ain't a cuss word, y'all. Yeah, so work on you. Now, here is how you write a program to change any behavior that you have. I am going to tell y'all a behavior that I don't have, okay? Then I'm going to tell y'all the program that I write to stop the behavior or to change the behavior. Here's the behavior. I don't do it though. I eat 12 cookies every day. I don't. I do not want to eat 12 cookies every day. Now, here's the program that I write, and I say it out loud. I eat 12 cookies every day. I do not want to eat 12 cookies every day. Starting tomorrow, I will eat 10 cookies. Then tomorrow comes, and the next days, weeks, months go by, and you're still eating 10 cookies. What your ratio means, what mine means, I'm going to use mine as the example, and y'all will understand this. 80% of the time, I will eat 10 cookies. Huh? I don't understand, Shelster. So 80% of the time, I will eat 10 cookies. 20% of the time, I can go back up to 11 cookies, 12 cookies. You see? That's my cheating room or my wiggle room, whatever you want to call it. But 80% of the time, I will honor the program that I wrote, and I will eat 10 cookies. And then I may even I may write another program and take it down to 9. I may write another program and take it down to 8. You see? So you write that program and you say it out loud. I had one viewer on my, on my TikTok live many months ago, and she used it. She had an eating disorder. And she put a comment on my live, and my moderators take screenshots of the comments and compliments that people give me based on the advice that I share. Or I take screenshots as well, because you've seen me do it right here. And it's on my TikTok page. TikTok is JJ Fields and the number 7. The letter J Fields, Fields, and the number 7. And I still am on TikTok because I've got 53,000 followers, and it's growing. I'm 81 years old. I never thought I was going to have 53,000 followers. Thank you. And this comment, I posted it on my TikTok page. And she said, I used to eat 6 meals a day, then 5, then 4, and now I'm at 3 based on her advice. So when she said that really, based on her advice, so she used it for an eating disorder. She went from 6 meals a day to 3 meals a day. writing programs. You see? You can do it too. So now, I've told you the ratio. I've told you the list of words that will help you to identify people in your life who probably have a negative attitude. I told you what a ratio is and how you use it. And I read you the list of words that will guide you on your path to developing and maintaining a positive attitude. The most important thing is I told you the program that you write. Okay? So here is the program that you write. Say it out loud. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. You can decide that at any minute in your life. Okay? Thank you. Thanks for y'all responses too. I really appreciate everything, y'all. So now, pillar number 2 is increase your level of patience. If you're 10 years old or older, I tell you exactly how you increase your level of patience, but I always start with toddlers. If you are raising toddlers, 2 and 3-year-olds, sometimes 4, okay? It's very easy to teach them patience. When that toddler asks for a cookie, tell that toddler, I'll give you that cookie in 5 minutes. Put yourself on a timer. Give that toddler that cookie in 5 minutes. You always use the timer, and then do that many times or several times, and then stretch it to 10 minutes. Do that several times, then stretch it to 15 and all the way up to an hour or more. Now, I'm telling y'all, no religion. Don't talk about Jesus or the Bible or my life. Take it someplace else. You know, it's not welcome here. No politics, no religion. I talk to God all day long, and God has no religion. God ain't got no religion, y'all. I talk to God all day. Religion is man-made. I want nothing to do with it. Politics is man-made. I want nothing to do with it. They are not welcome on my lives, okay? So, all right, John, you're out. Just remove you. So no, I'm not going to remove. When I do it, y'all, I'm not going to remove people. I'm just going to hide them so they can still listen to the advice that I share. So I'm going to hide them. When I do it, my moderators, I'm going to hide them. Y'all do whatever you want to do. Yeah. So now, not only will you be teaching that toddler patience, you will also be teaching that toddler how to feel time, how to feel elapsed time. Now, Spirit gave me this, told me that I can show y'all how you can teach yourself how to feel time, how to feel elapsed time, okay? Now, you will need a piece of paper and something to write with. Some of y'all will be interested, so I'm going to tell you how you do it. Okay. Now, I'm going to count to 10. Thank you. Thanks, Tom. I'm going to count to 10 while y'all get pencil or whatever, paper or whatever. So, excuse me. Okay, now. Okay, good. That's good. Thanks, Shells. On that piece of paper, write down the time that it is right now. Doesn't matter what your time zone is. And put the paper away. And at some time later, doesn't matter how much time elapses, you try to guess the time that it is at that point. Do this little exercise. It's a fun exercise. All day long. Write down the time it is and try to guess what time it was. What time it is at a point later on. Thanks, Shells. Appreciate it. Take care. And do this all day long. You will get to the point where you won't need paper or a pencil or anything else. I'm there now because you do this all day long. And if you have a clock that you get up by, your alarm clock, before it goes off, if you wake up before it goes off, try to guess what time it is. So do this all day. You will be teaching yourself how to feel time, how to feel elapsed time. You will be zeroing in on the passage of time. Yeah. So that's how it's done. Now, if you are 10 years old or older, the way you teach yourself how to, no, the second pillar is increase your level of patience. So the way you increase your level of patience is you make yourself wait. It's that simple. Make yourself wait. And tell yourself, say this program out loud. I am teaching myself patience. I am learning how to wait. I am learning how to increase my own level of patience. And especially if it's something that you are fiending for, make yourself wait. Especially if it's something that you would normally give yourself immediate gratification. Make yourself wait. Make yourself wait. If you make yourself wait past the point where you don't want it anymore, fabulous. It shows you to be the champion that you are, for real, okay? Make yourself wait past the point where you don't want it anymore. But that's all you got to do is make yourself wait. And if you are raising toddlers, I highly recommend this book, Mother's Dozen, an easy recipe for raising great kids. I had it translated into Spanish, Madre Docena, and I don't speak Spanish. So share the live, y'all. I still have a few more minutes on here. I'm going to probably go until 5:30, 5:35 or so. So this book, Mother's Dozen. Oh, yeah, good, wonderful. An easy recipe for raising great kids. It's 48 pages. It's $7.99 at goodshortbooks.com. This book will guide you into raising kids that you can admire. That's the truth. 48 pages. It will guide you into raising kids that you can admire. One of my users, or not users, viewers, one of my viewers, her username is Cat724. She bought this book and she read it. I wrote it, and I wrote this book in, what year did I? 2003. I wrote it in 2003. I wrote it to turn kids around that are like 2, 3, 4 years old. If they're on the wrong path and you put them there, as the parent, there's no such thing as a spoiled child. The adults do that to the children. So this book will help you if you are dealing with a toddler that is going in the wrong direction. Then this book will help you to turn them around. Now, Cat724, she bought it and read it, and she said that it'll turn kids around 7 or 8 years old. So I said, okay, that's good enough for me. But this book, it has 12 ingredients. Let's see, Mother's Dozen, that's 12. An easy recipe. Recipe suggests there are ingredients. Thank you. Now, here are the 12 ingredients that will help you to raise a great kid. And the 12th ingredient is patience. So that's why I talk about patience. So this book will guide you into raising kids that you can admire. It makes a wonderful gift for an expected mother or parents of a newborn or whomever, So, and parents that already raised their kids, you would like to read it as well. It's well written. There are 11 fabulous nonfiction books at goodshortbooks.com. My sister wrote one and I wrote 10. I had no idea I was going to write these books, y'all. Spirit did it. That was not on my list of things that I wanted to do. I didn't. I wrote my first book on purpose because I'm the oldest of 7, and I wanted to document the way that our parents did it, the way they raised us. They raised us in such a wonderful way. And I didn't want it to die off when we all died out, or die out when we all died off. So I documented the way that they raised us. They're both gone now. And that's the very first book that I ever wrote. And that one is called Line of Serenity. It's a memoir. These are our parents. They're both gone. This is George and Rosa Jones. These are pictures of the times that we lived in. And this is a picture of the seven of us. I was 12 on this picture. I'm 81 now. This is brother. He died in 2013. He had lung cancer. Cordell, Nita, that's the other author. I call us the senior sibling authors. This is Nita. She's 76 now. She was 7 on this picture. This is Kenny, Reggie, and Ava. Ava was 3 on this picture, and now she's 72. And this is what a plate of food would look like when we serve food. We love to cook. And man, oh man, can my sisters throw down in the kitchen. And Pap says he lives in a 5-star restaurant. So this book is a memoir. It goes from 1944 to 1977. That's 1944. This is the year I was born. Thanks, Tom. So if you like memoirs, there are 9 categories, 9 genres, 11 books, nonfiction, y'all. All of them are nonfiction in 9 different genres. And I'm just going to quickly read y'all the genres and then get back to the advice. Memoirs, parenting, relationships, children's education, fairy tales. My fairy tale is nonfiction because it deals with a serious subject. Bullying, original quotes, health, and spirituality. The link is in my profile. And the books are flying off the shelves, y'all, because people are coming onto my lives and they're learning about the books. You didn't know that they even existed. And the books are very well written. Me and Nita, we are retired executive assistants. So the books are formatted well. The grammar, all of that, punctuation, everything. It's really good, okay? So we were top-notch executive assistants. I ain't bragging. I'm patting myself on the back, okay? So now, well, yeah, my boss said when he retired, he said I was the best executive assistant he's had in his 30 years of being at Kaiser Permanente. Yeah, that's where I was. Yeah. So the books are very well written, y'all. Nonfiction. And the link is in my profile, goodshortbooks.com. They're all true to the website's name, Good and Short. The longest book we have is the one I just showed you, 167 pages, Line of Serenity. That's 167 pages, which includes 22 pages of pictures, because it's a memoir. I have pictures of some of the people I talk about in the book, and 22 pages, the same 22 pages that are in The Best Way to Keep a Man is to Let Him Go, among other things. So I got the same recipes in there. Yeah, if you like books, that's the place to be, because like I read y'all the genres, and some folks have bought all of them, okay? They are really, we have 3 price categories, very affordable, $7.99, $9.99, and $12.99. That's it. We aren't trying to break y'all or something like, I just want y'all to read the books and enjoy them. They will delight you. They will inspire you. They will motivate you. They will encourage you. They will entertain you. All of that good stuff, okay? So now, that is pillar number 2. Increase your level of patience. And I told you if you're 10 years old, how you do that. And if you're raising toddlers, how you do that. Then pillar number 3 is stay calm. When I did the helpful hand visuals for pillar number 3, it blew a lot of my viewers' minds. It blows my mind too, blew past mine too. I did it for him. Now here, your neurons, they are in your brain. Spirit came to me and told me to use the word neuron. Spirit came to me and told me to use this helpful hand visual. This is what your neurons should be doing when you are calm, as opposed to getting angry. Watch, y'all. This is what your neurons do when you are angry. You see that? Look, Spirit came to me and gave me those helpful hand visuals during my live. Then, that night, Spirit came back. I was absolutely flabbergasted, y'all. Spirit came back to me and told me to look up what neurons do. Thank you. I like I said, I was flabbergasted, but here's my hand for real. The Spirit came back to me and told me this. So I Googled it, and Google said, neurons work together to produce memories, make decisions, and compute information. They take chemical signals, transport them, and form new wiring within the brain. Neurons also help different parts of the brain to communicate with each other. That's what neurons do. That's why you cannot think straight when you are angry, upset. That is why you can't make good decisions or good choices when you are angry or upset. So, and also, let me tell you, when you are calm, here's a picture of calmness. Look. Calm. Here's a picture of anger, angry, okay? Your face is distorted, you're aggravated, you're animated, you're aggressive, all kinds of ugly stuff. Can you see? Can you see it? You're losing power. You're blustering and blabbering and stuttering and stammering. That means you're losing power. You see? Here's calm. You are powerful when you are calm. Be powerful, people. Be powerful. Think about your neurons when you start to become upset. Be calm. So, your neurons should be doing like this, communicating with each other as they pass by each other. So, this is a helpful hand visual. Spirit gives me all these helpful hand visuals, y'all. Now, here is what your neurons look like when you are angry. Look, y'all. Look. Do you want your neurons to be doing this? To you. You're doing it to yourself, you see? So stop with the anger. Remember your neurons. For real. Now, pillar number 4. Remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, anxiety, panic, anger, frustration, or whatever the case may be. I call them the uglies, whatever uglies are inside of you. Those 4 words are, this too shall pass. You got it? I'm going to repeat it. This too shall pass. If you put anything on my lives about politics or the Bible or Jesus, you will be removed or put in or hidden, whatever. My moderators will take care of you. So don't put anything up there. It's going to be removed. Okay? No politics, no religion. Okay? Take it someplace else or post about it yourself. Do your own video. Okay? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, I live this. I tell my man all the time, I live a virtually stress-free life. And I have been gifted by God or the universe to be able to communicate it from my mind to y'all's mind, how it is done. Okay? So, now. Yeah, thanks, Honda. I appreciate it. Yeah, so don't be bothered with being a troll. You're a more valuable human being than to spend your time being a troll. Yeah, so I'm trying to get through to them. You can spend your time doing something that is productive, something that's going to help the world. Think about that. Yeah. Oh, I don't know who they are because I don't pay any attention. But they're always there. Always there. I really don't pay any attention to the usernames. Yeah. So, take that stuff someplace else if you just got to do it. So now, The 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, anxiety, panic, anger, frustration. Those 4 words are this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Nothing is permanent. No situation is permanent in this life. No scenario is permanent in this life. We even use the word pass when we're talking about death. We'll say, he passed last week. She passed yesterday. Okay? So use this too shall pass. The next time your mama is chewing you out, or the next time your daddy is chewing you out, they cannot read your mind. Remember that. They can't read your mind. Sit there or stand there, be getting chewed out, and think these words. This too shall pass. She ain't gonna be fussing at me forever. This too shall pass. He ain't gonna be fussing at me forever. Those 4 words will carry you through probably 90% of the ugliness that will get inside of you. So the first thing is to not to allow it to get inside of you. But if it does, just say, this too shall pass. It's not going to last. Nothing ever does. So this too shall pass. Now, I thank y'all for joining my lives. I'm getting ready to close it down, and I always close it down with one of the books that I have written. And I want to thank y'all for joining my live. And if you got anything out of it, do a video or a post and tag me or mention me or whatever the term would be. No, I was never a teacher. People ask me that all the time. All my life I've been asked that just about. But I do remember being in grade school when the teacher would leave the room, she put me in charge. I remember that. Yeah, so, but if you have enjoyed it or got something out of it, do a video or a post telling people what you got out of it or how you intend to use the advice that I share. So now I want to thank y'all for joining my live, and I always close it down with this book, My Simple Quotes to Live By. Thank you. This book, hold on, my phone is, hold on. I got it on this stand. The stand is on the back of it. It's kind of, okay. I don't know if it's going to work. All right, I think I got it. All right, so now, this book, My Simple Quotes to Live By, it's 90 pages. It's $7.99 at goodshortbooks.com. I coined my first quote. Oh, it's 167 quotes that I coined. And I coined my first quote when I was 15 years old. That quote states, never lose your hope and faith. Never lose your hope and faith. I coined this, my first quote, in 1959 at the age of 15. The occasion was my middle school graduation from Detroit's Sherrard Junior High School. Ninth graders were asked to document their message to their fellow classmates. And that's what I said. I don't remember saying it, and I didn't realize that I was coining a quote. But now I'm going to read y'all a quote that I do remember saying it, and I did know that I was coining a quote because it was for a quote contest. This was 2011 or 2013. So I entered the contest. It was for a calendar, so they needed 12 quotes. I coined this quote and submitted it to the contest. And it won as one of 12 quotes out of over 5,000 entries, y'all. Blew my mind. Out of over 5,000 entries. And I posted to social media to encourage people to chase their dreams. And it should encourage you as well. I hope it will. Here is the quote. It's better to die chasing a dream never caught than to die never having chased the dream. You don't write quotes, you coin quotes. Quotes are coined. That is the word that is used. You don't write a quote like you write a book. You coin a quote. So this is the quote that I coined. And this is 167 quotes that I coined in this book. I'm going to repeat that quote. It's better to die chasing a dream never caught than to die never having chased the dream. Chase your dreams, people. Chase your dreams. Nobody can see your dream as clearly as you can, and you can't see anybody else's dream as clearly as they can. So chase your dreams. Don't allow anybody to poo-poo your dream, and don't you poo-poo anybody else's. Chase your dreams. Now, this book is 90 pages, and this is on page 90. The book is formatted 2 quotes per page. The quotes are in all caps, separated by a black and white picture. Okay? Now I'm going to open up the floor. Y'all can shout out page numbers, and I will read the 2 quotes on that page. You can go from page 6 to 89. Now, it's better to die chasing a dream never caught. That's on page 11. Unless you want to hear that again, don't put out page 11 unless you want to hear that again or hear the quote that's on the bottom of that page. So pages 6 to 89, y'all, throw out some page numbers, and I'll be happy to read the 2 quotes on that page to show y'all the flavor of the quotes. I coined the quotes, when did I write this book? 2013. Okay, page 37 for that girl. Page 37. At the top of page 37, listen carefully to what comes out of your own mouth. At the bottom of page 37, don't try to make dishonesty look good. Can y'all live by those quotes? Come on, page 16 for Honda. At the top of page 16, what is a miracle? Proof that God exists. At the bottom of page 16, if you're not the perfect man, stop looking for the perfect woman. If you're not the perfect woman, stop looking for the perfect man. Can y'all live by those quotes? Okay, page 75 for Cassandra. At the top of page 75, let others brag about your good deeds. At the bottom of page 75, we are all being watched. Act accordingly. Can y'all live by those quotes? Okay, page 42 for David. Okay. I'm trying to... Okay, now, page 42. At the top of page 42, use time wisely. It will not wait for you. At the bottom of page 42, for a happy life, love and truth are 2 intangible must-haves. Can y'all live by the quotes on those pages? I don't know if it's page 6 to 89, y'all. No, Carolyn, not page 5. You didn't hear me when I said page 6? Okay. Oops. Sorry about that, y'all. My phone just fell down. Okay. It's up better now. I'm a stage 2 breast cancer survivor. I had surgery in 2011. I didn't have chemo. I had radiation. So keep your spirits up. And I have a book about that. I wrote a book about that. A breast cancer journey to greater joy. Taking the fear and mystery out of a breast cancer diagnosis. It's 60 pages. It's $12.99 at goodshortbooks.com. And it's not the end of the world. Don't be discouraged at all. Keep your positive attitude. to the very most extent that you can. So I thank y'all for joining my live. Now, did y'all enjoy those quotes? Give me some responses. Did you enjoy those quotes? Come on. YouTube says I got 44 people on here still. That's wonderful. Come on, did y'all enjoy those quotes, y'all? And I want to thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for sharing. Thank y'all for everything that y'all are doing. Just listening, it's a real help to me. I want to thank y'all. Hopefully y'all will share even more as y'all come on. So now, if y'all enjoyed those quotes, I still am on TikTok because I still post every day. I have 53,000 followers. Now it says 53. So on TikTok, you can still subscribe. I have 125 subscriber-only videos where I choose a quote from this book. I beautify the quote, and I'm going to show you what a beautified quote looks like. This is, it's better to die chasing a dream never caught than to die never having chased the dream. And it's beautified, and I beautify them all. Now, the book has the bear quote, which I love bear quotes. But when in the subscriber-only videos, I tell my subscribers why I coined the quote, what the quote means to me, and I just encourage them through the quote. And so I have 125 of them. I'm not doing any more because I don't do lives anymore on TikTok. But it's 125. That's enough. That's really more than enough. And if you love the quotes that I just read to you, you will love being one of my subscribers. So if you love these quotes like that, then subscribe to me on TikTok. You'll be glad that you did with the 125 videos that I've already done. Okay? So I want to thank y'all for joining my live. And do I have any more page numbers? Any more? I'm going to go to 540. So I got time for a couple more page numbers reading the quotes. Okay. No more page numbers. I want to thank y'all for joining my live. And I hope y'all will spread the word. Joyce Fields lives, 90 minutes live. Thank you. And subscription is free. All of this is free on YouTube. So thank y'all very much. And implement the 4 pillars. Pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. Oh, Green's wants page 77. Develop and maintain a positive attitude. That's pillar number 1. Pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. Pillar number 3, stay calm. And pillar number 4, remember the 4 words. This too shall pass. I told y'all how you develop and maintain a positive attitude. I told y'all how you increase your own level of patience. I told y'all how you stay calm and why you stay calm. Remember your neurons, okay? Page 77 for Green. Yeah, that's where I was. Page 77. At the top of page 77, truth and honesty free your soul, so stop lying. At the bottom of page 77, family is the root of the tree of life. So somebody asked for page 88. Okay, I didn't see it. Okay, at the top of page 88. Well, I didn't see it. Like I'm telling you, sometimes I don't see the comments. I don't read them all down there. Okay, at the top of page 88, live your life the way you want others to live theirs. At the bottom of page 88, once you speak them, words cannot return to your mouth. Can you live by those quotes? Okay. Yes. So I didn't see it, Talisa. All right. You're very welcome. Okay. Yeah, be patient, period. Thank you, Honda. All right. So now, this book, 167 quotes that I coined that you can really live your life by for real. Okay. So now, I'm out, y'all. I want to thank y'all for joining my live. And I would hope that I will get a whole lot more people. Just spread the word, y'all. I'm here Monday through Friday, a 90-minute live, and I haven't gone to bed yet. I am a total night owl, and I'm going to tell y'all, I'm leaving now, but I'm going to tell y'all how it is that I am a total night owl. It started when I was 18 years old. I graduated from Detroit's High School of Commerce, one of the two best high schools in the city of Detroit. I was in the stenography curriculum, so I did shorthand, typing, all of that stuff. So I graduated in January, and I told Mama I did not want to start looking for a job. I wanted to have a vacation, and so one of our neighbors told Mama that Detroit Edison was hiring. This was in April. On April 6th, Friday, April 6th, I went to Detroit Edison and took all the tests and all of that. Now, remember now, I just graduated from the High School of Commerce. So I aced every test they gave me. Okay. And so I did so well that I was interviewed on Friday and I started work, Friday, April 6th, 1962. I started work on Monday, April 9th, my mother's birthday, 1962. Okay? And I found out like about 20 years later, I was one of two black people that they hired in the whole year of 1962. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so, but that very first week that I started work, I worked Monday night. I had to go to bed early because I had to go to work Tuesday night. I worked Tuesday. I had to go to bed all the way through. Now, Friday came, I worked Friday. Friday night came, I said, I'll be damned if I'm going to bed. I ain't got to go to work tomorrow. So that is how I started, y'all. I do not go to bed if I don't have anything that I absolutely must do early in the morning. I love the night. And I passed it on to my son, who is 55 years old, and he's passed it on to his grandkids. Dakari is 12, he'll be 13 next month, and Medina is 15, she'll be 16 in March. They stay up till all hours of the night when they don't. Listen, when my son did not have to go to school or did not have to get up to do something, he could stay up as late as he could. Now, I didn't allow kids to stay up as late as they wanted to because if they go, like my whole rule was this: if you start going to sleep, you're taking your ass to bed, okay? So you can stay up as late as you want to, or as late as you can. But one night they all spent the night. I got like 15 nieces and nephews, little bitty ones, okay? So they all spent the night at our house. If you ain't got to go to school the next day, you gonna go to bed whenever you want to, as long as you ain't going to sleep, okay? Sitting up. So that's the way I have lived my life. I have not gone to bed yet. I will go to bed probably around 8, 9. Sometimes it's like noon before I go to bed, and I sleep for 8 hours. Whatever floats your boat, okay? That's what I do. I have not. And one time my granddaughter and her husband were visiting, and I was doing my lives. I've been doing lives for over 2 years now. So they were visiting. No, it'll be 2 years on the 15th. Okay. So, and he got up to go to the bathroom, and he said, wow, Grandma got up early. And my granddaughter said, no, Grandma ain't got up early. Grandma ain't been to bed. Yeah, so see, that is the story of how it is that I stay up. I love the night, you know? So it's very peaceful, you can think a lot better. So there, I told y'all the story. I'm really late getting off here. So thank y'all for joining and spread the word, y'all. Later.